Hey everyone, welcome in. We are going to get started here in just a minute. Just drop your yes or no questions in the chat for me. All right, I have Izzy, Alexandra, Ana Lucia, and Ray so far. Make sure you're dropping your yes or no questions in the chat. I'm going to give it like one more minute and then we'll get started answering. Make sure that you're here for your turn, that you're liking the live stream as well. All right, Izzy, Alexandra, Ana Lucia, and Ray, please let me know if you're here before I get started. I know some people tend to drop their questions and leave, but I ask that you stay. So I just want to make sure that you guys are here before I answer. I'm only going to answer those who are present. All right, Ray is here. Let me answer your question. Izzy is here. Izzy, I got you. All right. Izzy, we'll start with you since you were first to drop your question. Let's see. Izzy, I have a yes. The Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Wands seems like a bit of a challenge, but I think you'll overcome. And then Ray checked in. Alexandra and Ana Lucia, if you're here, please check in. I'm only answering questions for people who are here. You never know when I'm going to do a roll call, so you guys have to be present if you want your question answered, okay? All right, Ray says, do one of my coworkers have a crush on me? You're welcome, Izzy. I have a yes, Page of Wands for Ray. Langland. I have a no for this question, Seven of Swords. All right, last call for Alexandra and Ana Lucia. If you guys are not here, I will not be answering your question today. I ask you to be present for your turn. Hi, Sienna. Let me get your question answered here. Tiana, I am getting a yes. Ace of Swords and Six of Pentacles came out for you. Hey, Alexandra, I think you stepped out of the chat. Can you drop your question again, please? Joanna, thank you so much. The Knight of Wands, I am getting a yes for you. You're welcome. CC Marie. CC Marie, I am getting a yes, the Seven of Pentacles, but I do think this is something that he'll get over in time. Alexandra. Yes, Six of Wands. You're welcome. All right, Ana Lucia. You're welcome, Cece. I'm getting a no, Ana Lucia. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ray. Hey Ray, I got it. Thank you so much. I can actually get started on yours now because my free list just closed. So whenever you're ready, just let me know. Yeah, absolutely. Let me get shuffling. This person's like more quiet. I think they're more on the quiet, reserved, kind of like hang out in the background kind of energy. So like they're not overly boisterous. They're not bold. They're not loud. They're not trying to get attention. They're kind of just someone who just like kind of hangs out in the background. They don't cause drama. They don't ruffle feathers. They're just, I guess, there to work and keep their head down. I think that when they speak, they're a person of few words, so people listen to them because they don't talk very often. Like this person, he's a thinker. He's more in his head, it seems, not someone who's like overly vocal. But I think that when he does talk, people tend to listen because he doesn't really say things often. So people are like, okay, what he's choosing to say must be very important. I feel like he's just an observant person. He's a very visual person. He has a lot of thoughts. I think he can be artistic and kind of creative as well. Or he has like a side to himself that maybe other people don't see that's more softer, creative, maybe more in touch with his emotions. Like he might have a hobby that you'll find out or that you know about that's kind of doesn't seem like him to have. Like he might journal or he might paint or something like that. That just seems kind of like, oh, that threw me. I didn't realize that that was something you'd be into because he has like other like layers, I guess you could say. This person could have recently been through a breakup or one that is or like a loss of some sort. They could be he could be grieving. Um, it could be getting over a relationship or over like the loss of a loved one, something like that. Because I have the three of swords here. He could be a poet, for example. Like he could be just like someone who really like needs an outlet to get his feelings and emotions out because he doesn't really talk too much. Four of Pentacles really again is just bringing home that this person's very reserved. They pretty much keep to themselves. It doesn't mean that this person doesn't communicate. It just means that the deeper thoughts, the more important things, he's more of a ponderer than he is going to just outwardly just speak how he's feeling or what he's thinking. He's probably really good with money, really good at saving, I would say. Ten of Cups is here, which means that he has the desire for a family. He has the desire for like a happily ever after, a long-term relationship, one that's of harmony. He doesn't like confrontation. He's not the type of person that's going to come up and like have like a direct conversation with you. Especially if he doesn't know you very well, he's not going to want confrontation. I think that he just likes things to be in balance. He likes things to be healthy. Let's see. I think that actually, let me pull some signs really quickly. I don't have any major arcana cards or like cards that would indicate any zodiac signs, but let me look these up really quickly and see if they correlate with any zodiac signs. 1 second. I think the world is the only one that's correlated with the zodiac sign. Let me pull that up real quick. I don't have them all memorized. Okay, so the world doesn't have a zodiac sign. It's associated with Saturn, but Saturn is Capricorn energy, so it could be a Capricorn. Three of Pentacles states a Capricorn as well. Four of Pentacles states a Capricorn. Three of Pentacles would say a Mars in Capricorn. Four of Pentacles would say a Sun in Capricorn. It's like the very disciplined kind of energy. They're saying with the Two of Cups, this person could have placements in Cancer as well. Like a Venus in Cancer, for example. Remember I told you that he does have like an emotional side. On the outside, he seems very like practical and structured, but on the inside, he does have like a vulnerable side. So there could be like some Cancer links there. And then the Three of Swords indicates something like a Saturn in Libra, for example. So you've got like the big three that I'm seeing is Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. But Saturn does tie to all fixed signs as well. That is all the information I have for your mini. Let me know if there's anything I said that you need clarified. All right, hey girl. So I saw you sent the PayPal donation, and you sent a message in it. I don't know what your name is on here. I think it's Liz, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to go ahead and get your reading started. And then whenever you can talk in the chat, just let me know. You can also send messages to me via PayPal. I'll open up your donation really quickly. Let me see. All right, so you sent for, looks like a mini reading. Thank you for sending a little extra as well. I appreciate that. I know that sometimes people do that as like a tip or like to cover processing fees. So it means a lot to me. Thank you for doing that. Let me open PayPal. We'll start a conversation there. And then when you are able to talk in the chat, just let me know. Okay. That's the good thing about PayPal. Cash App does not allow that. Are you cold? Oh my God, I'm freezing. All right. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you broke up. Okay, let me see if you guys will reconcile. Will this person come back into her life? Will this person come back into her life? I am getting a no on this question. Again, keep in mind, this is the current energy. So that means that neither you nor your person has made the decision that you want this. If you've made it that you potentially want it, but your person has not, then that's where this energy is reading. Or maybe if you're unsure and they're unsure, that's why this is here. So with tarot, it's like everything is basically based off of our own decisions, our own free will, and how we're currently feeling in the moment. So if no decision has been made, like for example, I can say I want to go to Walmart, right? But has the decision been made to get in my car and go? No. Well, then Tara's going to say you're not going to Walmart. Does that make sense? So where we're currently at, the energy is reading no for me. I have the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a wife. It is a person who can do it all, have it all, the business, the life, the marriage, the kids, all the things, and great multitasker. So I feel like this is just a good omen, I guess you could say, or just like a good blessing that you are going to have that relationship again that you're looking for. But with this person, everything feels very distant. The Hermit here kind of talks about retreating, going within your own self. This person might be doing the same. The Hermit it's like a lot of healing that's done through the Hermit, a lot of like internal work and therapy and things like that, things that we're kind of retreating. So Hermit is not very social. So in the aspect of your connection and reconciling, if the hermit is a loner, wants to be on their own, then that would tell me no, the relationship is not going to come back together. The Four of Cups here also talks about disappointment and frustration, getting like feeling let down, like things aren't working out the way that you wanted them to, which is another indication of that. I see here with the Queen of Swords that you are very much trying to protect yourself. You're very much trying to protect your own heart. The Queen of Swords is very like defensive, and like trying to, like she's holding up a sword. She's very matter of fact. She's very blunt. She just wants the information and she doesn't want to sugarcoat anything. And maybe that's the energy you're coming here today with. But I can see a lot of times that the Queen of Swords is like this because she's been hurt. So she doesn't want to be vulnerable. She doesn't want to open up. And that's kind of the energy that you stay in. I feel like if I was seeing like the Queen of Cups, for example, then maybe that love would rekindle for you guys because you would be more open to like that emotional side of things. But I feel almost like you're walking forward with a like body of armor on, basically. And the Eight of Wands indicates like a very chaotic energy. Nothing is very settled right now. Things can happen fast and swiftly. Like for instance, today this could be the reading. Tomorrow it could be something completely different. The Eight of Wands energy just indicates that things are changing very fast and very suddenly. Maybe that's how you felt this went down. Maybe this kind of came as a surprise potentially. That's another interpretation. But it does indicate that there's just too much going on, too many things in the air right now. Nothing is settled. Nothing feels like we're able to come to a concrete place. Everything feels just very chaotic. And so even if, with that, I would say it's best that this is the answer for this reading anyways, because if this was here, and you were getting a yes, that would tell me that it would be temporary. Like if this person would come back around, if I got a yes, the Eight of Wands would tell me that it's not going to last. Like nothing, because nothing is settled here, nothing is stabilized. So it's almost better that it's a no, because if you're wanting that answer to change, it's possible it will. Whereas a yes would indicate that this person may come back around for a short time and then be gone again. So overall, this is a no for me. I think that there's too much going on separately that you guys are dealing with, and feelings and thoughts and all of that. But again, in a couple weeks or whatever, you can always come back and check and see if anything has changed for you guys. But that is what I have. Feel free to message me back on PayPal if you'd like. I know you're having trouble talking in the chat, but that is your reading. Thank you for your donation again. All right, guys, I can only take one more donation before I leave. And then I'm going to have to sign off. Hey, Roa, how are you? Are you having a good day? You're at the sauna? Nice. Okay, sweet. So I'll be down for an in-depth reading. Sounds good. Did you have a specific question, or are we doing a love spread for you? Oh, question. Do you see Danny not hating me anytime soon? He's sober and angry, but I'm very much connected to his family. Okay, so Danny is his mom? Is that correct? Oh, Gladys. Okay, so you want to know, but you want to know about Danny. Okay, so you said, do you see Danny not hating me anytime soon? He's sober and angry, but you're very much connected to his family, and you're having lunch with his mom today, Gladys. Do I understand that now? Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure. All right, let me shuffle for you real quick here. And then I'm going to have to close this list as well. Wish I could stay on. I might come back later tonight. Danny, the son of my ex, but we were always hooked, but he's sober and mean. Okay, so wait, Danny's not your ex. Danny's the son of your ex. Okay, I think I'm understanding now. So you want to know if your ex's son will not hate you anytime soon. Is that right? Oh my goodness, I'm so confused. Okay. So Danny is your ex's brother? Danny is the ex. Okay. Gotcha. All right. All right. I think I'm on board now. Okay. So Danny is your ex and you are having lunch today with his mom. In simplified terms, that's correct. Because I recognized his name, but I was getting confused, like I didn't understand the dynamic. Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right, let's pull cards here. You've always been cool, but he was an alcoholic. Oh, gotcha. Oh, interesting. Okay. To be honest with you, Roa, I feel like this is a no. I think he is going to be in this place for a while. I have the Hanged Man, but the Hanged Man's eyes are closed, which means he's not willing to see your perspective. He should be. He should see your side. He should see things from your eyes, but he's unwilling to do so. The Hanged Man also talks about things being on a pause, meaning that however things are right now is how things are going to be for a while, because he basically just hit the pause button. He is not changing, evolving, or moving forward. I also have the Seven of Swords, which means a lot of like hidden, sneaky energy, like hidden motives or hidden agendas, or maybe things that he's hiding from you that he doesn't want you to be a part of or know about. I feel like this is like where you're wearing a mask. He's in denial. He's not wanting to really communicate with you and be just transparent and be honest. Like there's this feeling of like just hiding, I guess you could say. The Three of Cups also here, it tells me like he's in an antisocial nature. The Three of Cups upright, like if you were to Google it, it's very much about socializing, celebrating, spending time with other people and within your community. And for him, he's just very closed off to that. So antisocial as well. I think that he's not, this answer is not like something that he's totally set on, I guess you could say. It doesn't mean that it can't change. As with anything can change. But the Chariot here indicates that he's kind of stuck. Like he's in this place of feeling stuck. He's supposed to be moving forward. The Chariot's all about mobility, progress, moving forward. But in this deck that I'm using, this picture is like, he's like, do I do this? Do I do that? Which way do I go? Kind of like he's stuck at a fork in a road, doesn't know what to do. So he's paralyzed in making any decision when it comes to you. You said you feel like he's a hermit. Yeah. He also could just be very much like low confidence, not really proud of himself and the things that he's achieved or lack thereof. I do believe that he wants to move forward. I think he sees himself as someone of success. Like it's like he sees himself as like this king of pentacles, someone who can indulge, have a good time, have a good life. But it's like because of his experiences and because of his history, he can't just like indulge and enjoy life. He has to be more disciplined than that. And I feel like this gets to him because then he thinks moving forward, like, what does my life even mean if I can't enjoy myself, kind of thing. So for him, it's either all or nothing. And instead of, he's looking at himself as like the king, but really he's more like the knight. He's starting like over, I guess you could say, or like needing to start over. But I feel like he's very much in denial, not really looking at the world the way that he should be. It's good that he's sober, but I also feel like that might be putting him into maybe some type of like sadness or potentially like not really a depression, but kind of like depressed about his life in general, because I think sometimes when you sought the biggest high of your life that you possibly can, it's like, what can compare to that? What can even come close? So when you're sober, it's like you have to find other things to get excited about. And I just don't think he's there yet. Yeah. Is there anything that I said that you need clarification on? You said you just leave him alone. His choices set him back majorly this last year. That makes sense. Yeah, I just don't think he's excited about life right now. And so, and you know, I don't know if he ties you to that part of his life, maybe. Like, but he clearly has a lot to work through. I don't know if he has like hostility towards you, or if this is something that he'll be able to, you know, like get over and move on from and realize that like you have nothing to do with it. But yeah, I'm sorry. Again, with tarot, anything can change. I don't want you to think this is like a forever thing, but it does feel like he's stuck right now. I'm going to go lay him down in the back and see if I get him to sleep. And I know he's hungry too. Yeah. Okay. All right, Roja. Well, I'm glad to hear you've accepted it. That's a good place to be. Thank you so much for coming in. It was good seeing you. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. My plan is to go live every day this week at some pocket of time if I can find it. You're welcome. I was just curious if he was doing better, but I already kind of knew the answer when his mom calls me. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find more out about this when you have lunch with her. All right. Have a good rest of your day. Hopefully the lunches goes well, and I'll see you next time, okay? All right. Bye.